What's up, family? Hit subscribe and always check the description and the pinned comment down below. Quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor and this is not medical advice. Anything said is from my experience and for entertainment purposes only. Always check with your doctor and the laws of your country before adding anything into your regimen. Check out the new video. What's up, guys? Quick week 5 update. Everything's still going good. Nothing much to speak about, but real quick, let's talk about those pictures. Big difference. Now, the one picture was taken about a month and a half before I started a cycle. And trust me when I tell you, I got a lot fatter after that picture and compared to the current picture. Now, MK677 played a role in that, and so did a terrible diet. I started doing my construction work and I thought I could eat whatever I want. Just wanted to recover, have energy for the next day, and you mix that with MK677 and it all just backfired terribly. So, but that was just a little, picture to let you see what my composition sort of looked like before I started compared to now. Now I am still extremely far from anywhere I want to be, but compared to then till now, I've made a lot of progress in just about 5 weeks, actually a little bit over as of today's date, a little longer than 5 weeks, but I've made a lot of progress. Now let's talk about it. So I've seen 236 on the scale. That's about a drop in 10 to 12 pounds. I've added at least 20 to 30 pounds on my incline press. I went for 320 this week for a one-time PR, and I needed a little help on the bar. Not much, but he put a fingertip on it and I don't touch it. I don't count that at all. You touch the bar, it don't count for me. So 315 I hit clean by myself. 320 I needed a finger on the bar. But that's still like dramatic improvement compared to where I was, I mean, I've hit 305 in the past clean, and but that was it. I never was able to get 315. But before this cycle started, I was hitting 245, struggling 265. So it just goes to show you, and with the iPad Morellin I've thrown in the mix now, my sleep is good, my recovery is good. I definitely feel like it's helping with fat loss and growth, but the strength and the definition I'm getting, definitely the S23, and it is very strong. This week at the gym I had veins going side to side and pecs I've never seen before. I talked the last time I had veins coming out of my traps I've never seen before, so great things, with S23. Very strong SARM. I'm going to have to say the strongest SARM. I'm getting, Rad 140 gave me great strength too, but S23 is on a different level, And I am on TRT as well, so I don't want anybody, it's hard to talk about how side effect wise or how strong it could be if you weren't on TRT, so I'm definitely just keeping that baseline, covered, so I don't have that issue anymore. And again, let me just reiterate, like, I'm going to try and keep this channel, at least currently and into the foreseeable future, somewhat steroid free. I want to see what can be done with just a TRT dose. I'm going to admit I jumped up to 400 milligrams a week because of how hard S23 can hit you. But as soon as I'm done with the S23, it's right back down to my TRT dose, SARMs, and peptides. I want to see what can be done without steroids using those 3 pathways. The testosterone, the anabolics from the SARM, and the growth hormone matrix. You know, if you ever listen to Tony Hughes, he talks about the different matrices of growing, of gaining muscle. You know, he does the anabolic, the growth hormone, and I believe he considers the third one myostatin. I'm not sure, but anabolic, growth hormone, and there's a third one. So I want to see what can be done just going off of that. What can be done with just peptides, a simple peptide, nothing crazy either, but a simple peptide, a good SARM, while having your testosterone under control. So that's what my current experiment and my experiment in the foreseeable future will be. I don't hate steroids. I got nothing against them or anybody who uses them. I'm a big fan of them. But for right now, this time of my life, I really just want to kind of, you know, keep it cool and not go down that route. Plus, my body's not nowhere near where I'd like it to be. Next time I want to use gear, I want my body starting where I'm happy and then see what can be done with gear, you know. So right now I'm just keeping it simple, just trying to get that definition, get the strength, you know, and try to work them abs coming out a little bit more, you know, all that. And I want to see what can be done without steroids. But, you know, side effect wise, I mentioned in the beginning, as far as this cycle goes, my appetite took a big hit. Before this cycle, like I said, I blew up like a balloon. So I had a crazy appetite coming in, and it definitely slowed down. I'm not complaining. I'm one of those, I can force myself to eat if I have to, but it could be a problem if you're one of those who can't. The ipamorelin definitely helped to bring it back a little bit, but nothing exotic like a GHRP8, GHRH or GHP 6 or 2 or anything like that would do. It's nothing like that. IPAM hasn't hit me like that as far as needing to eat. But yeah, you know, so I got no side effects really to speak of. I've gotten great size. I've had no flare-ups as far as my gyno. I do have a little, but that's you know, that's kind of pre-existing. Nothing can be done with that yet as of right now. Anything else, you know, sleep is good. Everything is good. I really, you know, my blood pressure feels fine. I'm in the sun working every day, and I don't feel like too hot or anything like that. I mean, trust me, I'm hot and I'm sweating like crazy, but nothing like extreme. Nothing really to worry about as far as side effects goes, you know. So that's another reason why I'm trying to stay away from the stuff that can cause harsh side effects. So, you know, just the side by side, you can really see, you know, like that was done with just SARMs in only 5 weeks. And like I said, that picture, the before picture was really before I blew up and bloated like crazy. So I feel like I'm making great progress. And trust me too, I'm working long days. I can only lift 3 times a week, and mostly it's 2 days on the weekend. So I got to do one day I got to hit the gym twice, and the other day, you know, I'm just going as hard as possible. I'm doing what I can when I can. And that's another reason too I want to stay away from the gear, because if I want to do a real cycle, I want to be able to train the way I'd want to train. I mean, trust me, I'm still hitting all body groups. I'm still, you know, lifting the same, but I got to combine workouts, and I got to go 2 times a day sometimes. So yeah, you know, that's about it. Everything is going good. Stay tuned and always keep it real.